everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Jakks specific The Super Mario Bros. Movie 5-inch Deluxe Mario. I'm very excited to do this review. I wanted this figure for quite a while now, and I finally have him. You can check out my Walmart toy hunt to see how I got him. But now let's take a look at the box. Taking a 360-degree look here at the box, I love the artwork and how elegant the box actually looks. Here's a render of the figure, the premium detail, 16 points of articulation, and the realistic eyes. I love the black, very elegant looking color scheme. There's a look at Mario himself. This is personalized for every box, so this looks really cool. Here at the top, you can see all the ingrained details of like the super mushroom, the mystery box, even the star, etc. This packaging looks awesome. But now let's take a look at Mario out of the box. We finally have Mario here out of the box in his blister, and I really like this box. I really like the way that the figure's attached there, but you can also see how much plastic had to be used here, so I kind of wish this is how packaging figures, Hasbro figures came in now. But, oh well, I still think Jakks Specific does awesome packaging. This figure definitely feels very premium, just taking the box and actually looking at it, taking him here. But now let's get Mario out of the blister and finally take a good look at Mario. So finally, here we have Mario out of the box. And this figure looks really cool. Now, since this is the Super Mario Bros. Movie version of Mario, you'll notice darker colors and him being slightly taller, but I still think the figure looks great. What an interesting time to be on the internet it was when the whole news about a Mario movie coming up. And then the infamous voice cast announcement when people went crazy when they learned that Chris Pratt was going to play Mario, not Charles Martinet, or classic Mario Italian voice. And even though, yeah, some people are still kind of torn on Mario Chris Pratt, personally, I liked him. But that's just because Chris Pratt is my favorite actor. And so it was kind of easier for me to like Mario now because of that. And I also think the voice cast was very excellent as well. Charlie Day's Luigi. And of course, Jack Black as Bowser. That was true peak cinema. But now let's take a closer look at the actual figure. And I also think he looks great as a figure, and I just love the way Illumination managed to get his design to still be recognizable as Mario, but still be human enough to feel like he'd be an actual person in the real world. But now let's take a closer look at Mario. The first thing I want to mention are his eyes. As you can see, they kind of look slightly sunk in, but that's because they're covered by this sort of acrylic plastic. Now, the idea is that these eyes are supposed to look around when you start to move the figure. The idea is that the eyes are following you. Some people can like it, some people can think it's off. Personally, I think it works enough. I think it's kind of cool, but I wouldn't mind if the eyes were normal. I really hope that the $20 price tag was not because of those eyes. But the rest of the suit looks very nice. I still really like the way that they adapted Mario as a movie. A 360-degree look here. I find it hilarious the fact that one of the first controversies came with him not being as stubby as the original Mario. I like the proportions that Mario had. I like the proportions the figure has. And overall, it's very accurate. This is definitely a really great version of the Super Mario Bros. Movie Mario.
Oh, gotta go fast!
Now, getting into those famous 16 points of articulation, let's see if he has all of them, actually all of them. First off, the head moves like this, slightly up and down, not much, but I think it's a great movement. He also has some waist rotation, which is great, and slightly up and down. He also has movement here at the arms, also at the elbows, and even at the wrists, which is pretty good. It's basically a wrist swivel. And apart from that, we also have a wide range of movements here with the legs, at the knee, and even at the ankles. It's all a lot of great movements, so you can kind of get more into his classic jumping pose, like the one that some of the posters had, but the only problem would be that since this is the only pair of hands he actually comes with, there are no interchangeable hands, he's always going to have this sort of open hand, so you're never going to really get him into the closed fists, which is the way you usually expect Mario to jump. And this is a very poseable Mario figure, maybe the most poseable Jakks specific has ever gotten and will get. Overall, it's great. I definitely understand why it's in the advertisement.
Taste my Hyper Exo Modifier!
Getting into the accessories, sadly he only comes to one, which is this plunger. Now, it's very well done, and it does fit into Mario's hand like so, but there's not really else to say about it. I get that this is Jakks specific was probably going from Mario and Luigi when they were just normal people in Brooklyn before they entered the Mushroom Kingdom. So I get that they maybe just wanted to have them like not very exciting accessories. Mario here with the plunger and Luigi with a lantern, but besides that, that's pretty much it for both of them. That's kind of the only problem I have with these Jakks specific Super Mario Bros. Movie figures, is that they come with very few accessories, and the only accessory come with not very exciting. Princess Peach came with an umbrella, and Toad came with a frying pan. Like with Toad, I get it; he had the whole backpack. Princess Peach, well, we can't really think of anything else. But with Mario, Luigi, okay, first thing you're probably gonna think of is why include something like a super mushroom or a mystery box. And sure, I believe it was one of the Power Up Mario figures does come with the mystery box. And I understand the argument of why not Super Mushroom or anything like that, but again, I want to think of it as Jakks specific just trying to do them when they're regular people before the intro Mushroom Kingdom, and the next wave figures, which came after this, came with Raccoon Mario, Cat Mario, and a Mario Kart Princess Peach, and I believe Kamek the Koopa Wizard. So besides that, I imagine maybe they want Wave 1 to mainly be about the human characters, and oh, why am I trying to excuse this? This is just one simple accessory, so not really anything else I can say here.
Sly Fox, Dumb Bunny.
I am not a dumb bunny.
Getting into some size comparisons, starting off here we have Jakks Specific's 4-inch video game Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, you'll probably think, oh, they ruined it by making Mario taller than Sonic, and usually with the stuff like the Mario vs. Sonic Olympic Games, Sonic is shown to be taller, but here's the thing. This is movie Mario, and this is video game Sonic. Now, Mario was made slightly taller for the movie, sort of to get him into some slightly more human proportions. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get bullied on this, but I actually thought growing up that Mario was an elf because of his big ears, his big nose, his stubby proportions. I always thought he was some kind of elf. So it wasn't until me research later on that I was like, oh, Mario's human. Oh, okay. But thankfully with the movie, yes, Mario definitely does look very human. A lot more human than the actual Mario. Like, seriously, he was shown, like, even in games where they show him with other people, he is very, very short. And so I'm thankful that they made him taller for this, and even though he's taller than Sonic, I say canonically this would make a lot more sense. And here we have Mario next to the 2.5-inch Mario that came packaged with a pullback motor of his Mario Kart. I had this small figure for quite a while, but just never got around to doing a review for it. So I went to compare it here with the 5-inch figure, and wow, it really does look like Mario just had a Super Mushroom. Because this is definitely noticeable scale difference. This Mario is literally doubled the size. But it's definitely to show how faithful the 2.5-inch figures actually are, since it is just a shrunken down version of the 5-inch Mario. I'm very happy to have both of these. And here's a pretty epic one. Here we have Mario next to the Marvel Legends Star-Lord. Now, I wanted to do this comparison because these have some stuff in common. They were both made in 2023. They're both about Chris Pratt, and these are both great figures. Now, it's really funny just to look back at people like going nuts with Chris Pratt as Mario, but now we kind of just got used to it. And now with Chris Pratt coming up now as Garfield, it's very interesting to see Chris Pratt just randomly becoming beloved characters with recognizable voices. Again, we will miss Charles Martinet as Mario, and I believe in the video games he's being replaced. So overall, he had a legendary run, but overall, this is a really cool comparison. This is why I love action figures, just because you can pose the most unbelievable characters next to each other. So here we have Chris Pratt in 2023. And finally, ending it on a high note, here we have Mario next to the Jakks Pacific, the Super Mario Bros. Movie 7-inch fire-breathing Bowser. I've had this Bowser for quite a while now, maybe 6 months, and I definitely made a review on him a while ago. But man, it's awesome to have these figures. This Mario is cool, but this Bowser is still super imposing. I love the detail, the fact that he actually has smoke. That is awesome, and I really, really think they look epic next to each other. Now, looking at them here, maybe they made Mario slightly tall, maybe 4 inches could have worked, but again, what they were trying to go for, and since the video game Mario is already 4 inches tall, I guess that's why they wanted to make him 5 inches tall to stand out, but these are very nicely done. I got Mario for $15 at Walmart, but I had to get this Bowser at $30 because he was truly worth it. They look awesome. And that's pretty much it for the size comparisons. So overall, the Jakks Pacific Super Mario Bros. Movie 5-inch Mario is a great figure. I waited so long to finally have him, I just could not bring myself to pay $20. But for $15, yeah, I know you might say not much, but to me it is. So this is overall a great figure, and I'm really happy I waited so long because this figure is great, but I kind of feel he was slightly steep at $20. They're trying to sell him as a premium figure, I get it, but he doesn't really feel that much. Like, don't get me wrong, he feels very well built, he's very poseable, but the Jakks Pacific Samus figure from Metroid is much more poseable, and that's $10. Again, it's not the same amount of plastic. They get the premium detail, the acrylic eyes, that's something that they did for the other Super Mario Bros. Movie characters, but honestly, I think I did right at waiting a bit. He's very accurate, he's very poseable, and to me at least, he's the best Jakks Pacific Mario we've seen so far, but again, why some people feel like he's not worth the actual deluxe price point, because, well, he only comes with one pair of hands, and those are not interchangeable hands. Some could think that maybe because of the price, he should have more interchangeable hands, maybe an interchangeable head sculpt, more accessories. I get it. You want the Marvel Legends treatment when you're paying like $5 less of your basic Marvel Legends / Star Wars The Black Series. So I get why you want more bang for your buck. The basic 4-inch Mario that's been made for quite a while now is really good, and I did get the chance to get him several times, but I rather prefer this 5-inch figure just because I really love movie Mario's look. And don't worry, I'm gonna get Luigi someday, Princess Peach, and maybe Toad. But I'm actually surprised how we haven't really seen much of the Mario movie merchandise. After Wave 1 and Wave 2, which came with those minifigures, and the Wave 2 of the 5-inch figures, we kind of just ended there. I was expecting a deluxe Donkey Kong to go alongside Bowser, but no. I really hope they do more Mario movie stuff, and I'm pretty sure a sequel is inevitable, as well as a Nintendo Cinematic Universe. I believe there's rumors of a Legend of Zelda movie, so the future is bright for the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, and I overall just hope Jakks Pacific keeps doing great figures like these. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this Mario, and that's it. Thanks for watching.